Rajdeep, I want you to comment on Devendra Fadnavis's response. He's called it a crib fest. He said this is not the victory of Marathis. He's saying that we all follow the ideals of Bala Saheb Thackeray. We are Marathis. We believe in Hindutva, in Hindi, and it is Uddhav Thackeray who betrayed us, and now the two brothers are playing politics of discrimination. Rajdeep, how far can you pit the Hindutva factor against the Marathi factor? Is that even possible?
Look, first of all, let's be very clear. Maharashtra has now become the land of political opportunists. Almost a third of Maharashtra's MLAs have been in more than one party in the last decade. So let all these leaders who come on TV and make big promises and commitments about their ideology, let's be clear, their ideology has hollowed out. The same BJP which called Ajit Pawar the most corrupt politician and corrupt party aligned with him for the elections. Uddhav Thackeray and the Congress had serious differences on secularism and Hindutva aligned with each other. So let none of these politicians give you any lectures, please, about ideology. Having said that, let's be also very clear. Bala Saheb Thackeray formed the Shiv Sena in the 1960s as a Sons of the Soil movement with job competition as a basic principle, the belief that jobs must be first for Maharashtrians, not for the outsiders. That's how the Shiv Sena got its initial traction, particularly among middle class Maharashtrians in and around Mumbai. The Shiv Sena spread across Maharashtra only when it embraced Hindutva post 1988, and that's when the BJP and the Shiv Sena came together, because at that time Maharashtra was a dominant Congress party state. To challenge the Congress, the BJP and the Shiv Sena came together. In 2012, after Bala Saheb Thackeray's death, the BJP saw an opportunity to emerge as the senior partner of the Hindutva alliance, a process that was accelerated once Narendra Modi became the Prime Minister of the country. And over the last decade, the Shiv Sena, which has never got a majority of its own in Maharashtra, there are certain limits to Marathi Asmita. Marathi Asmita may resonate in Mumbai. It doesn't resonate in a Vidarbha and Marathwada, where the real issue is farmer suicides. It may not resonate in other parts of rural Maharashtra where there is a serious agrarian crisis and deindustrialization that has taken place in some parts of Maharashtra. So this Marathi Asmita was an issue which was very relevant in the 60s and 70s when job competition in particular was used to create a Sons of the Soil movement. There is still some traction for it among core voters. But you don't win elections with core voters, you have to increase your vote base. And the Shiv Sena has realized in recent times that where the Congress was once the dominant party, now in the last decade, the BJP has become party number one of Maharashtra. How do you challenge the BJP? How do you challenge a dominant party which is in power at the center and has a strong chief minister in the state? The only way you can do that is go back in a way to your old ideology, hope that you can consolidate or bring a Marathi Manus vote bank once again, but it won't be easy.
Yeah.
Mumbai has changed, Maharashtra has changed. 35% of Mumbai, 30% according to some figures are those who are North Indian migrants. Add Gujaratis. The number of non-Marathi speaking population in Mumbai is larger than Marathi speakers. Marathi speakers are at best 40%. So, you know, the demographics have changed of Mumbai. The politics have changed where you have an ascendant BJP talking the language of Hindutva. Therefore, this is actually a battle for survival.
Right. That's
why I said 6 months, 1 year from now, don't be surprised one of these Senas, whoever wins the BMC, joins hands with the BJP. That is also possible. The first battle is Eknath Shinde versus the Thackeray's. Round 3. Round 1 was Lok Sabha, round 2 was Vidhan Sabha, BMC will be round 3. Once that is over, then we'll see what round 4 has to offer. Maharashtra mein picture abhi baki hai. Who knows? Shaina NC may go back to the BJP tomorrow and she may appear on your program 6 months from now as a BJP spokesperson. Anything is possible in Maharashtra.
Okay, Shaina NC is also smiling to that. But I could, Jayeshwani ji, सभी ये कह रहे हैं कि उद्धव सेना का जो हाल चल रहा है पिछले कुछ इलेक्शन से, बीएमसी पोल्स बहुत ज़रूरी हैं. पार्टी का सर्वाइवल बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा अगर ये भी उद्धव सेना के हाथ से निकल जाता है. और किस तरह से अब ये अलायंस शेप अप कर रहे हैं देखना जरूरी है। क्योंकि एक और सवाल जो शायना इंसी ने उठाया, आपके तरीके कितने हद तक मिलते हैं? जिस तरह से एमएनएस के ये लोग सड़क पे चले जाते हैं, मारने लगते हैं, बोलते हैं मराठी बोलो, आप मराठी का बैटल जिस दम पे लड़ रहे हैं, क्या आपके तरीके मिलते हैं दोनों के?
सबसे पहले तो मैं राजदीप सर से बस इतना कहूंगा कि सर मेरे मामले में निश्चिंत रहिए, मैं 6 महीने के बाद भी इसी पार्टी में रहूंगा, 6 साल के बाद भी और 60 साल के बाद भी। मैं पार्टी नहीं बदलूंगा, घर बैठूंगा लेकिन पार्टी नहीं बदलूंगा, नंबर 1। नंबर 2, अच्छा सवाल पूछा शायना इंसी मैडम ने। मुझे तो अचरज होता है कभी कभी कि ये कैसे बोल लेते, कहां से आता है इतना कॉन्फिडेंस। इन्होंने अब तक बताया नहीं कि वो कुणाल कामरा वाले मामले में जिन लोगों ने हमला किया था उनमें से कितने लोगों को इन्होंने पार्टी से निष्कासित कर दिया है।
राजनीति करते रहे।
मैं बोला मैडम बीच में, आप क्या बड़ा इम्पेशेंट हो जाती हो?
मुझे इसका जवाब देने दीजिए।
शायना मैम आप इम्पेशेंट हो जाती हो, आप बात कर रही थी तो मैं नहीं कर रहा था ना मैम, आपसे विनम्रता।
चलिए आप अपना पॉइंट खत्म कीजिए, फिर हम शायना इंसी को भी मौका देंगे। आप पॉइंट करिए।
बिल्कुल। तो कुणाल कामरा के मामले में क्या किया इनके पार्टी के लोगों ने मुझे पता नहीं। आज उद्धव साहब ने बड़े क्लियर कट तरीके से कह दिया है कि मराठी भाषा के लिए, मराठी अस्मिता के लिए सबसे रिक्वेस्ट करो, विनती करो, आवाहन करो, और अगर नहीं मानते हैं तो फिर जो हम लोग उनसे कहना चाहते हैं वो नहीं मानते हैं तो क्या करेंगे मुझे बताइए। उनको रिक्वेस्ट करना और मराठी भाषा के लिए इंसिस्ट करना, ये अगर गुंडाई है तो है और क्या। हमारे राज्य में एक छोटा एग्जांपल देके मैं रुकूंगा, मैं आपका ज्यादा समय नहीं लूंगा। मैम छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज ने सन 1676-1677 में राज्य व्यवहार कोश बनाया था। जो राज्य होता है उस राज्य की भाषा क्या होनी चाहिए, ये सन 1676 और 1677 छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज ने राज्य व्यवहार कोश बनाया था। रघुनाथ पंत हनुमंते, ये शायना मैडम को तो इसमें से कुछ भी पता नहीं होगा, मुझे मालूम है, तो वो पढ़ लेगी बाद में जाके। ये छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज ने जो रास्ता बना के दिया है ना कि हमारे स्वराज्य में, हमारे राज्य में हमारी भाषा चलेगी, हम उसी रास्ते पे तो चल रही है। ये तो छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज का दिखाया हुआ रास्ता है, इसमें गलत क्या है?
Okay, Shaina Insi, while you respond to him, I just want to say one thing. That for the Shinde Sena, many believe is this reunion causing some sort of an insecurity, because fact is what they are touching upon is an emotive issue. And does the Shinde Sena have a strong enough retort to be able to battle this?
Look, we fought 80 seats and 160 under the leadership of Eknath Ji Shinde. We are here to stay. This is the real Shiv Sena. We have never compromised with the philosophy of Hindu Hriday Samrat Adarniya Balasaheb Thackeray. Unlike certain parties that chose to go for the lust for power, sit in the lap of the Congress and NCP, and I wonder what Balasaheb Thackeray would have ever thought of. That's the difference. You talk about a surname, people don't vote for surnames. People vote on delivery. Today, the speech was full of third-grade political criticism. We want to ask that what is a rise and what is an awakening, what is a revolution, what is a storm, what is an uprising when there are only hypocrites and frauds who have chosen to deceive the Marathi people. Don't forget that when Mr. Mashalkar was there and Uddhav Thackeray was the chief minister, he was the one who accepted class 1 to class 12.
मैडम ये फैक्चुअल मिस्टेक मत करने दीजिए, बस ये झूठ मत बोलने दीजिए। झूठ बोलेंगे तो रोकूंगा।
In 2022,
झूठ मत बोलने दीजिए। माशंकर कमेटी का इन्होंने रिपोर्ट पढ़ा के पहले ये पूछिए इनसे। चलिए मेरे हाथ में रिपोर्ट है, चलो पढ़ते हैं। ये रिपोर्ट पढ़ाई के पूछिए उनको पहले।
जयेशवानी जी एक मिनट उनको अपना पॉइंट खत्म करने दीजिए, मैं आऊंगी। एक मिनट जयेशवानी, उनको अपना पॉइंट खत्म करने दीजिए।
On ground and not just going into sarcasm and rhetoric. That prize can be taken by you, sir, and that award can go to you.
ओके जयेशवानी, आपको मैं पूरा मौका दे रही हूँ सर, आपको मैं पूरा मौका दे रही हूँ। आप अपना पॉइंट पूरा बोल रहे हैं और आपने भी पूरी तरह से आपने बीजेपी पे अटैक किया। एक मिनट, मैं राजदीप जी के पास वापस जाना चाहती हूँ, एक इंपॉर्टेंट उनसे सवाल पूछना चाहती हूँ। राजदीप, you're saying that the situation is very, very fragile, anything can change, and as much as the Hindi imposition issue is concerned, Sharad Pawar, the Congress have backed the Thackeray brothers on this particular issue. But with regards to these particular allies, backing it, if the political ground gets stronger and the brothers come together, then what happens? How do you see that shaping up?
Look, it seems as of now that the cousins have decided to fight together at least till the BMC elections, which could take place as early as September, certainly before the end of the year. in the hope that they can consolidate the Marathi Manus vote bank in the BMC, which is the country's richest civic body, which for the last 3 decades has been controlled by the Shiv Sena. You lose the BMC and the Shiv Sena, UBT loses its golden goose. Raj Thackeray completely loses his political relevance. To that extent, they have come together for survival and out of a sense of hope that at least they can fight to win another, they can at least survive in this era of a dominant BJP. So that's the short-term goal that they have. In the long term, frankly, in Maharashtra, no one knows what will happen, because we don't know whether the BJP will eventually ditch an Eknath Shinde and perhaps go back to an Uddhav Thackeray. We don't know, for example, whether the Pawars will come together. Could there be a family reunion there at some stage? All these questions are blowing in the wind. The reason why Maharashtra's politics has become so fragile is because Maharashtra's politics now is completely without an ideology. All this talk of Hindutva, which the BJP makes, saying that we are the only Hindutva party, is all very well. But for your survival a year or 2 ago, you broke the NCP and tied up with an Ajit Pawar. The fact is, therefore, the BJP also over the years has somewhere diluted its core, and it paid a price for it in the 2024 Lok Sabha as well. So because all the major parties in Maharashtra have made so many compromises over the last decade, the Congress suffered because of it. The Congress, by the end of the day, was unable to sort of tell the people of Maharashtra what it represented any longer. I mean, the same Congress which used to target the Shiv Sena eventually allowed or enabled an Uddhav Thackeray to become Chief Minister in 2019. So when politics hollows out, then all kinds of alliances are possible. But everybody is looking for short-term survival in Maharashtra, except, I will say, Devendra Fadnavis, who is seeing in this, he is the lamba race ka ghoda at the moment, who has slowly but surely established himself. And that's why you saw today, even in his speech, Raj Thackeray said, Devendra Fadnavis has brought us together. The fear that a Devendra Fadnavis will swallow up everyone, will dictate terms to everyone, is bringing some parties together. But for how long, we don't know. That's the question. Because when you don't have an ideology, then the moment the political hawa changes, you go along with the hawa. That's what's going to happen in Maharashtra in 6 months. I bet, Sureshna, that if you have this debate after the BMC, you may find fresh political alignments in Maharashtra.
I'm quickly going to give a chance to Reshma Tapase to understand, as far as your leader Raj Thackeray is concerned, he is a dominant personality. और अगर ये गठबंधन होता है तो सीट शेयरिंग के झगड़े, लीडरशिप के झगड़े, क्या आप लोग ऑलरेडी ये प्रीएम्प्ट कर रहे हैं होगा? क्योंकि एक तरफ बात है फडणवीस से लड़ने की एज अ कलेक्टिव फोर्स, बट बिटवीन द टू ब्रदर्स हु विल हैव द वन अपमंशन?
देखिए कैसा है ना, फडणवीस से लड़ने की ज़रूरत नहीं है हमें। फडणवीस साहब सीएम है, लेकिन मेरी आवाज़ आ रही है? जी जी, हेलो जी, हेलो जी, हेलो, मेरी आवाज़ आ रही है?
यस।
हाँ, तो आपने बोला फडणवीस से लड़ने के लिए क्या आप रेडी हैं? तो फडणवीस साहब से लड़ने के लिए रेडी ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। हम हमारा काम करेंगे। हम यहाँ की जनता को पता है उनको क्या चाहिए, जो कि जनता अभी यहाँ पे भाजपा हो गया, शिंदेगढ़ हो गया, इनसे थक चुकी है। क्योंकि यहाँ पे विकास नहीं हो रहा है, सिर्फ खुद का विकास हो रहा है। क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ पे भी यही चल रहा है। मेरे पास कितने सारे मुद्दे हैं, यहाँ पे सबका साथ नहीं हो रहा है, सबका विकास नहीं हो रहा है। साथ तो सबका ले रहे हैं, विकास किसी का नहीं हो रहा है। तो लोगों को पता चल चुका है। रहा उद्धव साहब और राज साहब, वो मिलके डिसाइड करेंगे और आपके सामने आने ही वाला है। जब इलेक्शन पास में आएगा तब क्या होने वाला आपको सबको दिखेगा।
ओके।
और रहा महाराष्ट्र की जनता, तो महाराष्ट्र सिर्फ शहर में नहीं है, गांव खेड़े में भी है। महाराष्ट्र मुंबई से लेके पूरे महाराष्ट्र में, मुंबई भी महाराष्ट्र का हिस्सा है। आगे इलेक्शन जब डिक्लेयर होगा तब आपको पता चलेगा। क्योंकि आज का जो उत्सव हुआ है उससे मैडम सब सबके रोंगटे खड़े हो चुके हैं। मुझे लग रहा है सब रो रहे होंगे घर पे,
क्योंकि
अगर ये दोनों के साथ में आने से कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला है।
Okay, I think Rajdeep wants to make a point. Shaina, I'll come to you. Quickly, let's listen to what Rajdeep is saying. I'll come to you.
One simple question.
Shaina, one minute. We'll just let Rajdeep
I'm listening to Ms. I'm listening to Rekha Tapase and I'm wondering, Raj Thackeray, please look at his political career. In 2014, he says Narendra Modi is the best person to lead India. I'm fully with Narendra Modi. In 2019, he says Narendra Modi is the biggest danger to India. We should come in an alliance against him. He goes ahead and does campaigning for the then UPA government, or what became later on the MVA. Come 2024, Raj Thackeray is once again extolling the virtues of Narendra Modi and saying Narendra Modi is the best thing that could have happened. Raj Thackeray now is suddenly talking about Devendra Fadnavis, bringing him closer to with Uddhav Thackeray. People of Maharashtra are seeing through all of this. How many times are you going to shift sides? How many, you have to show consistency.
Rajdeep, I apologize.
In Maharashtra at the moment, our politicians are consistent in their inconsistency.
I completely agree with you, and we are very short of time, and I want to come back to you for the closing remarks, but I quickly want to take this point to Shaina NC also, because Maharashtra is a state that has a very diverse fabric, and I have had a lot of non-Marathis also call me and tell me that we have hugely contributed to the growth and the economy of the state. Absolutely. And what is happening today is not a good sign. If people are being beaten up for not speaking Marathi, if this is how companies and factories will be vandalized, then it's not okay.
I was just coming to that point. Do you think that today in the 21st century, people are going to vote for people who take law into their hands? Have they once condemned the violence that they have chosen to use in the name of language pride, and that has stressed out the people in Maharashtra? That is the central issue, and the state's identity you talk about. We are known for our Marathi Asmita, we are known for our Marathi pride, and whether it's the Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis or our leader Eknath Shinde, they have all championed the cause of the Marathi-centric language policy, and that's why the Dr. Narendra Jadhav committee has been formed. But to use this as an agenda to position yourself and two brothers who seem to have reunited after 20 years, and as I said, great luck to them, but it's not like people are only going to vote on surnames. Stock prices go up and down based on the performance. So it's called politics of performance. If there is no agenda, and there has been none that has been seen today and in the days to come, I'm sure it's going to be the same inconsistency that Rajdeep was talking about.
Okay, I request Rajdeep to quickly stay on, because Rajdeep, I want you to make the closing remarks on this show. Okay, Jayeshwani ji, quickly make your point, after which
30 seconds. शाइना इनसे मैडम जब से आई है तब से मुझे यही सुनाई दे रहा था, वो वेलकम फिल्म में था ना कि मैं पहले फुटबॉल खेलता था, फिर मुझे मजनू भाई मिले, वो किसी सवाल का जवाब नहीं दे रही है, बस वही टेप दोबारा घुमा रही है. Now my specific question, my specific question to her on the issue of Hindi compulsion, what stand has been taken by the Eknath Shinde fraction, which called themselves as a Bala Sahab के विचार पर चलने वाली पार्टी? What they have taken a stand against the Hindi GR?
Okay.